Rest. I'm not here to do material anymore. All right, Vince, you're on deck, my friend. Prepare yourself. Coming to the stage. I want to say his whole name because he wrote it all down.
Shit, yeah.
All right, coming to the stage right now. A newer comedian who's joined us on our open mics before at the playground, and love his energy. This guy's got something. Ladies and gentlemen, what's your last name again, Craig?
Bradley.
Ladies and gentlemen, get for Craig Hamilton Bradley.
All right, I gotta stand right about here. Okay, so between Chino and I, we only have about 200 subscribers on YouTube, so I appreciate it if you pull your phone out, go to YouTube, subscribe to Chino the Forge, and then my site, and the first 4 people to do that, I have a Doobie Roll for you. If you'd like a free doobie of some amazing weed growing in the sunshine on the west side by a master grower, it is half Bigfoot and half amnesia. Okay, so go to YouTube, go to All Good Things in All Good Time. These are the words of Jerry Garcia. All good things in all good time. Become a subscriber. Then go to Chino the Forge. Become a subscriber. And then come over here and get your free doobie. All right? Only should take you 30 seconds. Nobody? Oh man, you guys are slow and blowing it. All right, that's cool, fine, whatever. It's your loss. But anyway, if somebody does catch up on that, you let me know. Bring it up. Show me the front of All Good Things and All Good Time. And I got a doobie. Okay. If you haven't heard the news, it's pretty cool. There's some... Oh, by the way, there's one funny thing. If you fuck up on you under my name, coincidentally, there's an All Good Things network. If you just like to see a guy's videos about women with 150-pound asses, that's all is on there. It's funny anyway, and it's almost the exact same as the name of my channel, so you could stumble on that. By the way, Ralphie May said, you are an amateur. If you got notes, he does about an hour-and-a-half lecture on how to be a comedian, so I'm an amateur. Okay, just to clarify, if you make things clear. So, my name's Craig. Of course, my friends say, hey, what up, Craig, all the time. So, for about 2 years now, I've been out Craig on Friday every day. I ain't got no job, I ain't got shit to do. And well, I got these doobies here. And they're really good, man. You have no idea how good this weed is right here. Bigfoot and amnesia. Go get them, Tiger. Take one. Oh yeah, pass them and smoke that with your friends. You go, girl. Smoke that. You're gonna love it. I just smoked 3 of them. If you wonder why I really need notes. When you're nervous about this, it's good to have a whole bunch of doobies there to help, settle your nerves. Okay, all right, so my full name actually here is Craig Hamilton Bradley, in case I run for president, okay? Prepare yourself, never know what's possible. I am single, my pronouns are he, him, I'm looking for a she, her, but not a she, her that's like a Caitlyn, she, her, I'm sure she identifies as a she, her, and I was like, wait, should probably clarify nowadays anyways. By the way, the Southern accent, I just watched 80 episodes of Justified from Kentucky, and so I have a Southern accent. If you've ever watched a whole bunch of same shit for 2 weeks, you start talking like people in the show, like Boyd Crowder and Raylan Gibbons. If you ever seen Justified, it's on Hulu. It's a damn good show. Anyway, I identify as fun, funny, funniest. Although I am on weekends, I dress up as silliest. So I'm a bi-humorist. Thank you. Now you might not think you're looking at a hero, and I don't know, maybe I am not. It's not possible. It's possible either way. I'm not really sure, but this is a great story that you are gonna love. 3 times I rode a bicycle across the United States of America by myself for a good cause to raise awareness for National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I did about 500 radio, television, whatever, print interviews. But I'm from Northern California, IA. I went to school at Santa Rosa Junior College, and I had this great, that's in Sonoma County, wine and weed country. And my connection for 5 years was this guy who grew up in the Emerald Triangle. His daddy was a tattoo artist there, and he had the best weed I've ever seen, still to this day. You know, it was just incredible. One of the most amazing kinds of weed after another. You just couldn't imagine. None of them had stupid names either. It was just fucking Humboldt kind of indica bud. It just came in different colors. So he gave me, before I went on my second and third ride across the United States of America, I flew to New York City, rode back to San Francisco. I flew to Bangor, Maine, and rode back to San Francisco through about 25, 6, 7 states. And I gave away 6,000 of the best seeds you've ever seen in your life, right? My friend would go through pounds, right? And a real good NorCal outdoor grown pound might have about 10, 20 seeds to it, right? From these giant colas. And he would just scrape those off and put them in a bag. And before I went on 2 of my trips, he gave me a whole bag with like 3,000 seeds. And I gave those to hundreds of people. And every time I gave them to someone, I said, here, you got to grow this. This is special, you know? So maybe it's 30 years ago, you know, maybe there's a family that's been growing this weed, you know, for like 30 years, the best weed in their community for 30 years. And maybe, you know, that'll come back to me if I just get this story out there. Anyway, so pardon me for indulging on that. It's not really a funny story, but it's good, especially in lieu of the context of this evening. All right, so I don't know if you've seen the news. I watch way too much of it. I just drove across the United States and back. It's on there's 475 videos on my YouTube channel. And I just drove to the end of the Appalachian Trail in Maine, north of Bangor and back, and did videos and shit. And, you know, some of the news you hear, so I just want to put it in context. This is news that came from a morning disc jockey, okay? But this was news nonetheless. I heard it as I was driving. He said, science has reported that smelling your own farts is good for you, okay? And this is just truth. I'm not making this shit up. So anyway, if you've ever caught yourself, you know, it's good for you. Science, if you're following the science, your farts are good for you. All right, so, by the way, I know Karen, and Karen is a lot nicer than she is being portrayed. Okay, it's not her that's the it's her sister Krista. So just so you know, Krista calls the cops on her own kids, and she's just a homewrecker. So just lay off on Karen, okay? Because she's a really nice girl. She's hot. She's a vegetarian. She works out all the time. I love that girl. All right. By the way, can you just imagine? Okay, put yourself in the moment, right? We've all heard this news. We've all heard this news, right? From that worst day in American history. But imagine, like, I don't know, you're like the director and you're trying to recreate the moment, right? Where like a couple people and one of them's like, woo, fuck you, Nancy Pelosi, kill my pants. And then like right next to that person, like some mom, I don't know, with a couple kids, real estate agent. She decides she's going to squat down, poop in her hand, and write her name on the wall. Like that is, I mean, just the news of it was horrifying. But if you try to put yourself in that moment, like you're standing next to the person that does it, that's the funniest fucking shit ever. Just imagine someone thinking I'm 53 years old. There's never been a moment where I thought that would be a good idea to shit my own hand. But apparently several people did it, and they like wrote their names on the wall. You know, that lady wrote Krista on the wall and shit. Anyway, all right. Now, if you're a parent, I don't know if any of you are parents, if you have small kids, but if you don't know this, when you buy your kid a video game console, well, the first thing they're going to learn, right? And I learned it when I was 30, because that's when Halo 2 came out. You could go online and play other people and, you know, waste all your life playing video games. But the first thing you learn when you're playing video games, I didn't realize it had been going on for a while, but it's just the culture, right? The first thing every kid's going to learn is how to dunk their nuts in another person's mouth. Teabagging is the most prolific thing done in the video game world, right? Literally, little 7-year-olds teabagging me all day long. They kill me, you know? Anyway, I just think it's funny because it's like, 7-year-olds, before they even have testicles, learn how to put them in somebody's mouth. And in case you're a parent, you should just know what you're getting into. When you buy your kid a video game console, that's the first thing they're going to learn if they're shooting somebody, all right? I love some of the people give themselves the best gamer tags, like, just for instance, like there's the one, you see it a lot, like somebody calls themselves your mom, so that when you die, it says, you were killed by your mom. This shit happens, it's all over the shit. Anyway, all right, thanks for listening to that. Thanks again. Don't forget, all good things and all good time. a lot of entertaining stuff. And once again, my name is President Craig Hamilton Bradley. Thank you very much. I can't believe I still have 2 Doobies. You guys are good. If there's any real
Craig Hamilton Bradley, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not a fan of his comedy, you will be a fan of his joints. I appreciate it. He gave me one. It was good. So we're about to do the raffle after this next comedian. So if you're still wanting to join the raffle, let me know. I'll take your tickets right over here. I'll give you a ticket for cash. You can win this as the grand prize, $20 tobacco water pipe. That's all.